Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, The Coffee Delight. Today we're talking about everyone's favorite pick-me-up caffeine. But what if I told you there are some amazing benefits to cutting back? Whether you're a coffee fiend or a soda sipper, this video is for you. We all know the feeling. That first sip of coffee in the morning, that afternoon energy boost from a tea latte. Caffeine can be a lifesaver, but it can also have some downsides. Anxiety, sleep problems, headaches. Sound familiar? The good news is, there are plenty of reasons to consider reducing your caffeine intake. Here's the top 9. First one is brighter smile. Caffeine and your pearly whites. A bright white smile can do wonders for our confidence, but our love for coffee and tea can come at a cost. These beverages contain tannins, which are compounds that can stain your teeth over time. Think about it. You wouldn't leave a coffee stain on your favorite shirt untreated, right? Well, the same goes for your teeth. These stains can make your teeth appear yellow or even brown, and they can be tough to remove with regular brushing alone. Now, you don't necessarily have to give up coffee or tea entirely to maintain a bright smile, but cutting back on your consumption can make a big difference. And if you do indulge in a cup of coffee or tea, try to rinse your mouth with water afterwards to help wash away those staining tannins. Using a straw can also help to minimize contact between the beverage and your teeth. Remember, a healthy smile is a beautiful smile, and reducing your caffeine intake can help you keep your pearly whites shining bright. Next one is hormonal harmony for women. Caffeine's impact on estrogen. Ladies, let's talk about hormones. Our hormones play a crucial role in our overall health and well-being, and even small imbalances can have a significant impact on our bodies. Did you know that caffeine can actually influence our hormone levels, specifically estrogen? Studies have shown that caffeine consumption can affect the way our bodies metabolize estrogen. For some women, caffeine can lead to an increase in estrogen levels, while for others, it can have the opposite effect. This hormonal fluctuation can be problematic, especially for women who are already dealing with hormone-sensitive conditions like endometriosis, PCOS, or fibroids. These conditions are often fueled by estrogen dominance, and consuming caffeine can exacerbate symptoms like painful periods, irregular cycles, and mood swings. Now, not every woman who consumes caffeine will experience these hormonal disruptions. But if you are struggling with any hormone-related issues, it's worth considering how caffeine might be playing a role. Cutting back on caffeine could potentially help to balance your hormones naturally, leading to a reduction in symptoms and an improvement in your overall quality of life. Lower blood pressure, protecting your heart. One sip at a time. We all know how important it is to maintain a healthy blood pressure. High blood pressure, also known as hypertension, is a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. What you might not know is that caffeine can actually contribute to high blood pressure. Caffeine is a stimulant, and when you consume it, it causes your blood vessels to constrict. This constriction makes it harder for your heart to pump blood throughout your body, which can lead to an increase in blood pressure. For most healthy adults, the occasional cup of coffee or tea won't cause any lasting harm. But if you're consuming large amounts of caffeine on a regular basis, it can put extra stress on your cardiovascular system over time. Cutting back on caffeine can help to lower your blood pressure, reducing your risk of developing heart problems down the road. And if you already have high blood pressure, reducing your caffeine intake is an essential step in managing your condition and protecting your heart health. Remember, a healthy heart is a happy heart, and making simple lifestyle changes like reducing your caffeine intake can go a long way in keeping your ticker ticking strong.
Our brains are incredible organs, capable of amazing things. But they're also sensitive to the substances we put into our bodies, and caffeine is no exception. While caffeine can provide a temporary boost in alertness and focus, it can also lead to dependence, just like other stimulants. Think about how you feel when you miss your morning coffee. You might experience withdrawal symptoms like headaches, fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. These are all signs that your brain has become accustomed to functioning with a certain level of caffeine and isn't happy when that level drops. The good news is that breaking free from caffeine dependence is entirely possible. By gradually reducing your caffeine intake over time, you can minimize those pesky withdrawal symptoms and allow your brain to adjust to functioning without its daily dose of stimulants. This means no more relying on caffeine to get through the day. You'll feel more energized and focused naturally, and you won't have to worry about those dreaded withdrawal symptoms when you miss your caffeine fix. Remember, a balanced brain is a happy brain, and freeing yourself from caffeine dependence is a fantastic way to achieve that balance.
Headaches are the worst. They can strike at any time, leaving you feeling drained and unable to focus. Ironically, while many people reach for caffeine to alleviate headaches, caffeine withdrawal itself can actually trigger headaches. It's a vicious cycle. When you consume caffeine regularly, your blood vessels constrict. During caffeine withdrawal, these blood vessels begin to dilate again. This sudden change in blood flow can trigger headaches, especially in people who are prone to them. The good news is that by reducing your caffeine intake, you can break this cycle. As your body adjusts to lower levels of caffeine, those withdrawal headaches will become less frequent and less intense. And once you've successfully kicked the caffeine habit, you might even find that you experience fewer headaches overall. Without the constant constriction and dilation of blood vessels caused by caffeine, your brain can relax and function without the added stress. So if you're tired of those caffeine withdrawal headaches, consider gradually reducing your intake. Your head will thank you for it. We all know the importance of a healthy gut. Our gut health impacts everything from our digestion and nutrient absorption to our immune system and even our mood. But did you know that your daily cup of coffee or tea could be wreaking havoc on your digestive system? Caffeine is a stimulant, and it can actually irritate the lining of your stomach. This irritation can lead to a whole host of uncomfortable symptoms like heartburn, indigestion, acid reflux, and even stomach ulcers in severe cases. If you find yourself reaching for antacids after your morning coffee or experiencing digestive discomfort after consuming caffeine, it might be a sign that your gut is trying to tell you something. By reducing your caffeine intake, you can give your gut a much-needed break. Without the constant irritation from caffeine, your digestive system can function more efficiently, allowing you to digest your food properly and absorb those essential nutrients without any unwanted discomfort. A happy gut is a happy you, and ditching the caffeine jitters is a great way to show your gut some love.
Better sleep caffeine can interfere with your body's natural sleep cycle. Even if you drink coffee hours before bed, it can still disrupt your ability to fall asleep easily and stay asleep throughout the night. This leads to feeling tired and sluggish the next day, creating a cycle of dependence on caffeine for energy. By avoiding caffeine, especially in the afternoon and evening, your body can relax and fall asleep more naturally.
Let's face it, we all want to age gracefully. We invest in skincare routines, eat healthy foods, and try to get enough sleep, all in pursuit of maintaining a youthful glow. But did you know that your daily caffeine fix could be sabotaging your anti-aging efforts? Collagen is a protein that gives our skin its elasticity and firmness. It's what keeps our skin looking plump and youthful. As we age, our bodies naturally produce less collagen, which contributes to wrinkles, fine lines, and sagging skin. Here's where caffeine comes in. Studies suggest that caffeine consumption might interfere with collagen production. This means that your daily coffee or tea habit could be accelerating the aging process of your skin. Now, this doesn't mean you have to give up caffeine entirely to maintain youthful skin. But if you are concerned about aging gracefully, it's worth considering how caffeine might be impacting your skin's health. By reducing your caffeine intake, you might be able to slow down collagen degradation and preserve your skin's natural elasticity for longer.
For some people, it's best to ditch caffeine completely. This includes pregnant or trying to conceive. Caffeine can harm fetal development and decrease fertility. Anxiety. Prone. If you struggle with anxiety, caffeine can worsen your symptoms. Digestive issues, caffeine can aggravate conditions like acid reflux and IBS. Certain medications, caffeine can interact with some medications. Always check with your doctor. Quitting caffeine cold turkey can be tough. Here are some tips for a smoother transition. Gradually reduce your intake. Explore delicious decaf options. Find natural energy alternatives like green tea or L-theanine. Focus on getting enough sleep for a natural energy boost. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this video has given you a new perspective on caffeine and its effects on our bodies. Remember, knowledge is power. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up caffeine completely, but being mindful of your consumption and making conscious choices about when and how much you consume can make a world of difference. Let me know in the comments below if you're planning to cut back on caffeine, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more healthy lifestyle tips.